Hey everyone, for this week's art project we're going to be talking about patterns and colors. So two different elements of art that the pattern hand project deals with. So the first thing, we're going to need some white paper today. Okay, computer paper is just fine. And we're going to start with folds. So I'm going to fold it in half. I'm going to pinch those corners and then make my fold. Okay, and I want 4 equal squares, so I only have 2 right now. So I made my first fold, and then I'm going to do a second fold it one more time, and give it a good fold. When I'm done, I can put it down on the table and really make nice creases out of this, okay? Just rub over those folds. Alright, so when I open it, I should have 4 equal squares, which I do. Alright, next step, I'm going to trace out my hand. So I can do this myself. Maybe the younger kids, a parent or a sibling could help. But I'm going to take my crayon, make sure my crayon goes right against the side of my fingers. Okay, I'm going to try to get my hand to touch all 4 of those squares. So I'm going to overlap it, put it right over so it goes inside of each square. And if you have 2 hands, you could do this with 2 hands as well. Alright, I don't have 2 hands that'll fit on this, so that'd be pretty hard for me. But for you, it might be easy for you to fit 2 hands on this paper. Alright, so I have my hand overlapping the 4 squares, and the next step is to fill it in with some patterns. I'll provide some pattern ideas for you with this project, but I'm just going to work with really simple ones. So in this first square inside the hand, just working with repeating straight lines. Okay, and just keep it simple. Doesn't need to be real difficult. Okay, you can get it as complicated as you want, and add some really different patterns, but I'm just working with polka dots and straight lines. Fingers, I'm going to put the polka dots, straight lines in the palm of my hand. So 2 patterns that I'm working with throughout here. Okay, so going right through. Polka dots are just repeating circles, different sizes. They don't all have to be the same size. Okay, maybe this one I'll go back to the straight lines. It's for variety. And on this side, I'll work with polka dots on my palm. So again, just have some fun with it. Think of some different patterns that you could add. Okay, and then on the outside, what we call the negative space. So my hand is the positive space. That's a shape that I traced out. And then I have the space around my hand. I have 1 square here. I have this space in here. Okay, and those can also be used with pattern. So I could take a wavy line and repeat that line. As long as I'm repeating it, it's creating a pattern. Okay, now I'm working with a wavy line here. Maybe I'll switch it to a zigzag line up here. Just repeating that line. There's once. Do it a second time. And it becomes a pattern. Something that repeats again and again. It's that simple. So you don't need to get real complicated in this for it to look pretty cool. Okay, and I have this negative space around my hand and this one. So 2 more patterns. So I'm going to switch it up now to a new pattern. I'm going to do some of these really funky swirls. Okay, kind of like a swirl pattern. Something that repeats. And then down here, I'll finish it off with maybe the zigzag again. Okay, so I could do the zigzag, I could do straight line, wavy line. So let's fill this in. Maybe this will look best. I'm trying to switch them up so they're not the same pattern right next to each other. So I'm going to do straight lines with the polka dots down here. Alright, and that's about it with our patterns. Okay, our picture is drawn. I used a black crayon. Now I can really jump in there with some color and make it pop with some color. So our color choices today, we have warm and cool colors. So challenge yourself with those. Try to work with a color group. The warm colors are orange, yellow, red. Artists often associate those with warm feelings of love, passion, or it could be the sun. and things that are warm, heat, fire. Okay, I'm going to try to stay to these 3 colors when I do inside of my hand, and then around my hand I will color it with my cool colors. Cool colors, we often think of ice, rain, water, and those are blue, green, and purple. So on the outside, the negative space, I'll stick to just those cool colors. I'll take a photo of this when I'm done. I'll post it up with my project, and you'll be able to see my finished pattern hand. Have a lot of fun with this week, guys. Really try to focus on simple patterns, filling up the space to the edge of the paper, and working with these 2 color groups. Okay, that way you're incorporating an element of art called color into this project. So I wish you all a great week, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.